and to crush them like the bugs. Have you seen the propaganda for Helldivers?
No.
Oh man, that's the real topic.
What do you mean propaganda?
People have made propaganda posters of Helldivers. And they're like, what was it? After Malevelon Creek fell, they had started the propaganda posters of spill some oil. I love I love the propaganda thing.
I'm gonna look some up now.
Yeah, oh it's stamp out the bot, support real Helldivers.
They literally look like fucking World War II posters.
Yeah.
People are selling them for like $30 on Etsy.
Wait, really? Hold on.
Yeah,
That one,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy one.
Yo, hold on, I'll send it to you.
Helldivers 2. Propaganda. Oh my god, I've
Literally.
never needed it. Give them 500 kilograms of democracy.
What the hell?
Oh, oh, I love it. Your pals are fighting. Why aren't you?
Liberate Malevolent Creek or we're next.
If I die, then make my coffin with autonomon flesh. Malevolon Creek.
Get some freedom.
Oh my god, these are beautiful. Spill oil. I love that one. Ah, spill oil is my favorite. Mercy is treason. Liberate. These are freedom dies in silence. Eagles bring the noise. Oh my god, these are so good. And then you know what's crazy? Everyone's like, "Oh, you would have been immune to, and we would have been immune to World War II propaganda."
Meanwhile, there's propaganda for a literal video game. We're like, fuck yeah, dude.
It's so bad. I know a fascist when I see one, and it's just a Bile Titan. And then there's even the new ones for Tien Quan. Factories are rolling out XO45 Patriot exosuits. Wait, yeah, wait, did you see the developers of when they said, "Hey, you guys like liberated this planet way faster than you were supposed to"?
No.
Yeah, they got onto Twitter and were like, "Hey, you know, we had this plan that it was going to take you the whole week to liberate
It took like
not
2 days.
again. It took actually less than 24 hours." And then they were like, "Hey guys, we're not gonna have that update until the weekend." And they're like, "Oh, okay, so we'll just liberate half the planets then." They did not know the human spirit. Oh man, these are absolutely great. Spill some oil. Super Earth needs you. Oh, those are good. Together for managed democracy. I absolutely need one of these. Who was that one? Spill oil or die trying. Oh, this is great, dude. I love this. Spill oil or die trying. Oh god, these are good.
Yo, I just got a good idea.
What?
I may not have like an audience for a podcast yet, but I could just fucking stream it and just, if anybody joins, someone joins.
Oh, that's true. God, these are so great, dude.
Open up that just chatting so I can flash my tits.
Here we go. That's what I'm still waiting on that on our Together podcast, the Renaissance podcast there that we had. Everyone, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Sped Show. Oh, God. Oh, there's not.
All right, I'm gonna start streaming. No
Oh,
racisms.
okay. I'll do my best. Can we can we have the bot racism? Your pals are fighting. I you.
Like people
I
put
gotta.
legit time into making these posters. It's kind of scary.
Like, listen, these people know what the hell it's about. Like, this is the exact same thing with Warhammer, though. It's like,
Oh yeah.
wait, what am I clicking? Oh yeah. Okay, you have to the Google. Helldivers, get some freedom. Oh man, no.
And
I gotta wait.
I like how they're trying to sell that one that says "Democracy Bug Scum" for fucking $25. It's literally a nuke logo and two fucking things of text. That's the
Sorry,
whole thing.
it's not this one. I just sent you one.
Wait, why does this one say autograph? What? Who's
Uh,
autographing
when-
it?
when- Wait, what do you mean? I don't know.
This one, it's like it's on Mercari. It's like autograph Helldivers 2 propaganda poster.
No, I guess somebody is doing it. Oh, they have the Super Earth flag. Oh,
Yo, I want to get one of these and have Trump sign it. Be like, will you sign my democracy poster?
sign my you sign my malevolent.
Do you support the fight for Malevolon Creek?
Our boys are spilling oil. Where's Hershey when you need him? This would have been a great time for Hershey to get in on it, because Hershey used to send chocolate bars to World War One veterans.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
can't they send it to the Helldivers? God, I like. Oh my God, I need like this giant poster, this 24 by 36 poster of Spill Oil. It's so mercy is treason.
Oh, what is this one? It's only 455, 454. That ain't bad at all. Yo, I actually like that one. That might be closer to that's closer to like Warhammer looks right there.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, the guy was literally
Wait, it's a
playing.
digital download? Why would I pay
Oh.
$5 to download it when I could just Gyazo it right now and just print it out myself? It's not a fucking NFT. I'm not gonna pay you to download something.
So yeah, so far I really love the give him 500 kilograms of democracy.
Wait, where are you
That
seeing
one's
these
really
at?
fun. Oh, on Etsy. I just typed in Helldivers Propaganda.
Ah. I'll
And
join
then
you.
we have love the oh yeah, if it bleeds we can kill it, take back Meridia. Oh I love
Malevolent Creek veteran hats. Yo, I feel like somebody would get pissed off and be like, "Oh, stolen valor!"
Stolen valor. I mean,
Holy shit!
I do like the Malevolent Creek battle damaged helmet. That's a good one.
A black and yellow Divers 2 patch. Yo, that's kind of cool.
What?
A 500 milliliter bullet tumbler.
Oh, I see it. Yeah,
That's
have a
fuck.
taste of
Oh my
freedom.
god. I also like the mugs.
Oh, yeah, have a cup of liberty.
Malevolent Creek veteran. I fucking love it. I have yet to play
Poor.
Malevolent Creek actually.
I was on it a couple of times. It's hell. Because it's so hard to see the bots, and then you just run around the corner, and there's like a flurry of red. You're like, oh no.
I was gonna say, people are saying like even on medium and like the lower ones, it's still just shitty.
That's right. It's Space Vietnam. Spill oil is my liberate malevolent crew for where next. We put the demo in democracy.
Some of these I actually
Oh,
would buy though.
oh, absolutely. Like, I'm not even. I'm unironic about spill oil being one of my favorite.
Now the veteran
It could
hat, that would be a good fucking meme.
that would be good. It would be. No,
See,
I mean, like, oh, go ahead.
the hat's actually worth paying for because somebody actually had to have that like stitched in a machine. Like that's actual effort. Some of these, it's like, oh, a poster. Like they're probably just printing something out and like they probably just saved an image from the fucking internet and they just like printed on something. But like the
Yeah,
hat
that is
is
true.
actually, effort, put
Yeah.
effort into it.
Oh no, I wouldn't buy it unless it was like a backed poster. Like
Oh
none of
yeah.
these like ragtag Walmart posters.
No, the ones that come rolled up and you gotta fucking like sit them under a heat gun for them to be normal again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then um Tropic Helldivers. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, oh, I found this image on Reddit somewhere. Helldivers
Oh
one
my
remake.
god. Somebody made a
What?
Helldivers coin fidget spinner.
Oh, well,
Oh
I
wait,
thought those
no.
died.
Wait a minute. That's not a fidget spinner, that's like literally like a Beyblade. 24 karat gold plated. Why? It's
Wait,
$85.
for fellow Held, I'm begging you to stop calling the extraction shuttle early. Nah, get there. You gotta make it, brother. Otherwise, you're a traitor.
They're selling like replica helmets for like $106. Oh my god. Take back the creek and list today.
I also love the other counter meme of just like the bugs on the computer.
Right. Oh
When
my
people
god.
are like, "Are we the bad guys?"
If this was cheaper, it'd be a cool one. Malevolent Creek Survivor, like the rubber or the fucking plastic wristband.
Your children, your children will ask you where you were during the Battle of
Yo, that's
Malevolon
actually
Creek.
badass.
But
Somebody made fucking holographic trading cards like Pokemon, but with the fucking maps on them.
oh,
Yo, I'm sending that to you. They're only $10. I don't
I
know how
think I
many.
saw them.
I don't know how many you get, but that's fucking cool.
Stabbed out the
Oh, never mind. The non-hollow one card's $9, but to get actual foil hollow is 11. It's not bad though. All five of them is $40. That's cool as shit.
God, born. It's so bad.
People printing out literal helmets.
Oh yeah, well of course. There's gonna be
Yeah.
a billion people going to conventions as as hell divers because it doesn't really take that much. It just takes like some like offshoot stormtrooper and some black spray paint and super.
Okay, so I just found a cool poster, but it's like 18 by 12 inches is $24 up to $69. What
I don't know what that means, brother.
or 30 by 20 is 49 up to 149. What?
Mm.
Oh, that's why you get a different frame.
Um,
So 18 by 12 inches, that's not too bad. That's a foot 1 foot 6 by foot. I'd probably go 24 by 16. Just a map
along
map poster's $34.
mercy. I need to get this fucking poster. God damn it.
What,
It's
the spill oil?
22. Oh, it's so good. It's just like it has three colors to it: black, white, and red. And it is just so good because it like is exactly the kind of tagline that worked in World War I and World War II, and it's working again. It's like, oh man, as they say, you're not immune to propaganda. It's just how they do it.
Wait, what the fuck? Somebody made a candle and it's like smells like he's spreading democracy. Handmade to spread liberty and democracy, 100% natural soy wax.
God. Oh, I love it. Helldivers is so good. It's just
Right.
the only criticism I have is, well, two, is that sometimes the movement gets jank and it has kernel based access, which is stupid.
Oh, somebody made
But
coasters of the stratagems. That's pretty nifty.
that's gonna be fun.
That's actually kind of cool. Do you get
What?
all?
Oh,
You
cause
get five.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you get 10 coasters for $40. If they're good quality, that's
Coins.
not bad.
Yeah, for coasters now.
But it's like, I want to know how people do this shit. Like, what kind of machine do you have that can print out a fucking coaster?
Uh, it's like an ink. You just you just get the ink stained and then you go to town.
Because I know, like, you can go to Walmart and get a Cricut machine and print out fucking stickers. That's easy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Calls in a fucking 500 kilogram bomb.
And that's the other thing is people are starting to memorize the stratagems, which makes it even scarier.
Oh yeah, because it's like you just see a bunch of arrows and it's like, what the fuck's that? And people are just like, ha ha ha.
It's a secret language.
Literally.
Oh, oh my god. Okay, they have stickers of Malevolon Creek veteran. Okay, those being $5, I can get behind. God, that is so funny. Just Helldivers.
Somebody 3D printed super credits. Holy shit.
What? What?
Somebody's literally commissioning $2,000 to make the entire fucking starter costume.
Wow.
You can go to extra extra small all the way up to a 4X.
Wait, where is it?
Here, I'll send it. I'm assuming
I,
they're actually gonna make the entire thing because for two fucking grand, damn. It's
I don't
handmade.
think.
What is it?
I think I'm a little too big.
Custom costumes can be built to various measures and sizes. A set consists of the undersuit slash flight suit, chest, shoulders, forearm, thigh, calf, and knee armor, belt with pouches, a waist cape, a back cape, glove, boots, and a balaclava.
Oh, that's
Damn.
shiesty.
We will
That's
request.
like that.
They literally request a list of measurements.
Oh yeah. Well, of course they do. 5% off. I mean, I would do it. I would get behind it.
Oh yeah, looking at their review photos. They
Did they
literally
even give you a cape?
they literally make full fucking bodysuit, like legit cosplay.
Oh yeah. I could absolutely get behind this. Like you just show
Shit.
this is like what you get to show up to conventions with.
Yeah,
Like it's a
really.
Helldiver, and
Oh
they like
yeah.
already have made it a point proven that it doesn't matter what you look like because you're a fucking clone, so they can just send you.
Yeah, yeah, you get the cape too.
Oh, that's what's
That's
important.
fucking cool.
Two grand. Let's go.
That is
All right,
insane.
but you don't really need a balaclava. You could just buy that. That's like yeah, like the only thing you really need is the like you don't need gloves either because gloves are easy. They're just industrial tactical gloves.
Okay. Oh yeah, they do the orange armor, they do like that white and green armor. You can buy just a cape
Oh
for
wait,
$76.
wait. Oh, they make other ones?
Yeah, they do a lot of cosplay shit.
Oh,
Star Wars,
oh.
Mandalorian, Titanfall.
Oh, they have the orange one. Oh no, I'm almost tempted.
Be funny as shit.
Just, I mean, that's what you do if you don't want to actually make a cosplay. You just show up with somebody else's work.
Oh yeah. But I mean it's like, it's not like you're plagiarizing or anything. They're not gonna bitch at you because you paid $2,000 for a fucking costume.
I mean, that's pretty reasonable
Be like,
actually.
where'd you get that? Oh, I made it. Like, what are they gonna do? Bitch at you? No, you just gave them $2,000.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's also going to be there for a while, but I mean, even
Oh
then, you
yeah.
could just get alternate helmets, which is crazy. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, Helldivers is going to be a reference people are going to get for a while, I think.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be around for a while too.
Oh yeah, especially as a live service, it'll be. What is this?
Oh, that's cool as
What is
shit.
this? Wait, a top plate for Stream Deck? Oh, people are buying Stream Decks for this game. They're out of control.
There's a sticker of guys about to get stepped on by a Bile Titan just says I need stims.
God, Helldivers, man. What? Oh, that's such a cool one. They have a little what is it called? A little 3D printed like desk ornament thing
Yeah.
where it says it's like a nuke going off and then them doing like the flag raising, and then you can get it to what you want it to say.
I threw away the pizza cutter because Sierra chewed it.
Wow.
Well, oh, they're making
That's
keycaps.
Keycap. God, this is so good. Hey, remember when we were gonna do real topics and then we came down? Welcome back. The derailment.
Great to be back.
Born too late to deploy to the creek. Born too early to deploy to the creek. Born just in time to deploy to the creek. God. Oh yeah, so yeah, we were and we actually had real topics, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah. What was that? What was that first one you wanted to?
Oh, the Stephen Strasburg thing, where we're like, and basically how like the money of sports is going out of control
The
in a
money of
world where
sports?
it's, well, it's just like it's more of like the idea of like how this all shapes up now because Strasburg is a very specific example, but on the opposite end of that is the NIL deals, which is funny. Now I don't know if you heard they're bringing NIL deals to high schools now.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, I would have to find it. It might take me like a minute or two, but no, I mean the Steven Strasburg situation is kind of the penultimate more microcosm of a societally larger issue. Of what was it? So I guess I got to go into the history of Steven Strasburg, don't I? And to explain why this is such a weird and really kind of fucked up situation. Um, so Steven Strasburg, kind of, I don't have dates. I'm not looking up dates. Nobody can ask me.
Yeah, we don't care about
Uh,
dates.
yeah, but basically he was this um, early 2000s pitching prospect for the Washington Nationals, partly Montreal Expos, but by this point they were already pretty much the Nationals. Uh, and he was the number one, and he was supposed to be this generational pitching talent, this, that, and the other thing. And he was really good. He went to the majors like almost immediately, like I think after like 14 months, not even, or 4 months actually. So I think as the minor league season ended, they brought him up to the majors and then said, "Okay, you're here forever. we're we're not going to send you back down." And this was during the bad National League years, the first go round. They were like just starting to make a team. They had Harper and Strasburg. They had, I think, towards the latter part, they had Juan Soto. So they were starting to get really, really good.
Naturally.
And as this is kind of happening, it's they're sending them out there all the time. And then we had 2009, obviously, which we keep in mind as it's been going on. Strasburg has been getting slowly injured, Like he's misses a quarter of a season here, couple weeks in the season there, um, half a season there, and people are a little bit worried about his injury proneness and this, that, and the other thing. But the Nationals are using him like a workhorse because that's what baseball does. And so then they win the World Series in 2009, with Strasburg going absolutely fucking bonkers. And then a little bit later, they found that he had a pinched nerve, I think it was, or some kind of nerve damage in the side of his neck, so almost like sciatica, but
Nice.
in his neck down. And the doctor said, yeah, this guy can't pitch anymore. If he keeps pitching, he's going to be paralyzed, kind of situation. Uh, so the Nationals, but the Nationals kind of made this thing where they made this huge long extension, and then it got kind of found out after the contract was signed, because the physical didn't obviously reveal this.
Naturally, they just kind of tuck it under the rug.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, you're also not looking for permanent nerve damage in a pitcher. Coming, you're like, you know what I'm gonna look for? I'm gonna look to make sure he can throw the ball and he's not permanently nerve damaged. Very good. In the same breath, I'm gonna check if he has strep throat. same procedure. That's perfect. So they get him. They find out he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna pitch. I'm not gonna go paralyzed for the rest of my life. Which is fair. And then some reports come out, and basically his wife kind of talks about like how it literally takes him like 2 hours to get up in the morning. Not because he can't, he's mentally there and like physically able to, except he can't because his neck literally is like shut down for a while. So he can't move. He's pretty much never gonna have a normal life again, kind of situation where it's like, oh, it's 7 a.m. Okay, I gotta wake up, start heading out for the day. Oh, I can't move. Oh wait, hold on. And it's just gonna get worse from there, obviously, because he's only like 36, I think. So he's not super old yet, but it's only gonna get worse. And the Nationals are basically kind of doing this like thing where they're upset that they've invested a lot of money in something that they can't have any tangible results, obviously. So what they did is now they're basically kind of stamping their feet, saying, "Oh, he's got to come and coach players and pitchers and this, that, and the other thing because we're not wasting our money." Da 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 da. And the idea, and then the Nationals are kind of making his life miserable there because they want him to retire, because if he retires, he forgoes all that money and lets the Nationals spend the money. And so you have this sudden division going on of people that say, oh, Strasburg should retire if he can't meet his end of the contract. And then you have the other end. It's like, no, he gave everything to this team. They need to just deal with it for a couple of years and spend some goddamn money. So that's the Strasburg situation, which is kind of, it's very much of the idea of work culture as a whole. Really. In a very microcosm, whereas you have the older generations going, well, he just needs to bite that bullet and retire and let for the good of the company. And then everyone's like, no, multi-billion dollar company, cope.
Right, like, I mean, from the sound of it, It sounds like they were just greedy fucks to begin with, and now they're like, oh no, our greediness backfired, and now we need sympathy because we tried to hide it, and now we got caught.
Hey, we got the voice changer going on.
Do what?
Spooky.
Really?
Yeah, you had like a dark demon voice going on for a second.
Oh. Well, that's weird.
Very cool. It's very spooky.
I mean, never in your life should you sympathize with a fucking billion-dollar corporation because none of them are ever playing fairly. None of them are ever like, oh, we care about our players or we care about our employee. None of them ever care about you ever.
Right. I just want to let you know you still have the whole very angry robot voice going
Son of
on.
a bitch.
I will find you.
What about now?
Oh, it's still there.
I don't know.
Have you tried unplugging your mic and plugging it back in?
I just did.
Oh, this is very spooky. What is this? No, that's mine. Okay. What about now?
Hello?
Oh no, it's still very.
Jesus Christ.
You have the demon lord.
Any better?
Dude, no. I don't know why. It's not on my end.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I think we got a little better there for a second. Oh.
Okay. Okay, hold on here. Okay, there we go. I switched to my headphone mic, or my headset mic.
Why it's still doing it? I'll try.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, hold on. I think it actually might be on my end.
Ah, well then I will switch back.
Yeah. Huh. Why is it?
Because I'm...
Oh, there it goes. Perfect.
Is that better now?
Yeah, we fixed it.
Okay, cool.
Huzzah. We did a team. Together.
Good job. I know sometimes if my old headphones were like
stuff.
almost unplugged, that's what they would do.
We did a team. we together have created a single brain cell.
So wait, I'm guessing that whole situation's already over with, right?
No, it's still ongoing, even now.
Really? From fucking 15 years ago?
No. This has been going on. They thought this guy was going to be like this, 20-year veteran in baseball, and he only had like 7 or 8 years in him. And he really only played like 5 for them because of injuries. And this is it's been going on since like the end of this because they want him to show up into spring training to coach people. And basically it's kind of like this weird trap where if he does a bad job coaching them, it's like, well, what did he see? He's not coaching them. We wanted him to do something. This isn't fair. We don't get to use our money.
Right.
It's this idea that, because he doesn't care about the team. He cares about his money, and that's all he cares about, and this, that, and the other thing. Because he's not going to show up to spring training because they know it's really inconvenient for him.
Right.
And they had said, he has to show up to spring training. So the times he does, he just sits in the dugout and like refuses to do everything because he physically can't.
Is he like paralyzed now?
No, he's not paralyzed. He just has like permanent nerve damage.
So he's almost paralyzed. Okay.
yeah. He can still move, and it doesn't. I don't. From what I understand, it's more of like if he stands still for a while,
Oh.
or he tries to throw, it like pinches, and then like the nerves have decayed that
Ah.
they don't respond in the same way. So like realistically, like he'll never be able to like kind of have like a real catch with this kid after the age of 12, or he's got to learn to use his other hand. And
Yeah.
at 38, that's not gonna work.
No, not at all.
So
You're either
but
born
they
ambidextrous or you're fucked. There's no in between.
no. If you're a kid, you can learn to use the other hand by force. It is possible to switch your dominant hand. I mean, that's like was the thing of the 60s and 70s is if you were born lefty, they would say, "Oh, it's the devil. He's coming to get us."
I mean,
Yes.
look at what's it called? Who is that? Who's the left and right-handed pitcher that they made that
Oh,
rule about him?
Pat Vendetta, one of those names.
Yeah, like where
Veniti.
the batter would switch and then the pitcher would switch and they're like, yeah, you can't do this anymore. Once you pitch left the whole game.
No. They didn't even say the whole game. He just said it was no. They ruled it that the first time it happened, the said that the batter had to just bat the first way he came into the plate, and then they said the pitcher has to pick the glove, and then the batter can respond.
Oh.
Yeah, it was because the first ruling was pitcher favored, and then after that, because the guy was really pissed too when he did it, because he's like, "This is bullshit." He's like, "I don't get an advantage, and hitting is already harder than pitching."
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, what do you mean? I'm a switch hitter. It's like it's rare. It's like, oh, we don't have a switch pitcher. It's like, yeah, this is like a spork versus just using a regular fork. It's like, yeah, a spork isn't any more useful than a fork in most situations. Like, how many kind of things are requiring both a spoon and a fork?
Yeah, how much soup are you eating with noodles?
Well, not even. It wasn't. It was like I remember what was it? It was Taco Bell used to give out the sporks
For what?
because they were like, because the idea, the concept, if you will, the concept is if when you were eating, everything would fall into your, the wrap or whatever, or the box, and then you'd use the spoon part to get the fillings that you missed, and then you'd have the fork for like harder things to get with than a spoon. That was the idea, at least, and then it just it did not have a lot of practical use outside of being a weird looking spoon.
Wait, what was that? You said Strasburg?
Stephen Strasburg, yeah. He spells it with a PH. As we have the dead air now.
Wait, what?
Oh, as I say, we have the dead air now.
Oh, he last pitched in a game June 22.
Yep.
I'm looking up articles on it to like read about it.
Oh yeah, it was something. I mean, it's pretty much yeah. The Nationals basically made a mistake, and they want someone else to pay for it because they're crying poverty in Washington D.C., which is hilarious. The Nationals, like, that's the thing is like the the idea is that these players are investments, and they've treated them like basically that way for eons. Since I'd say about the late '90s is really like the rise of the sports agent
Yeah.
with like the steroid era, and now all of a sudden these agents are like superstars.
I see why they were trying to get him to retire. He had a fully guaranteed $245 million contract.
That's correct, and that
Jesus.
because yeah, and they made a mistake. He got the better of them, and they cry poverty. They're like, you're gonna kill these fans. These fans will have nothing to root for.
Yeah, he signed a 7-year, $245 million contract before 2020. So he's still got 3 more years on that fucking contract.
Yeah, and they still want
Damn.
him to show up to spring training. And then, even though the doctors have basically said he can't pitch again, they don't want the doctor to give him a medical, like, say he physically can't pitch again, because then it would be then the Nationals would have, because the contract says the Nationals doctor has to say he can't pitch again.
Oh yeah, and they're not gonna do that. Like, oh yeah, your nerve damage just went away. You're good to go. Get out there,
Exactly. Well, they
champ.
can't do that. Well, they can't do that because the Nationals doctor gets delicensed. Yeah. What is it called when the doctors loses? I think it's just delicensed. I don't. It's not like a lawyer where it's disbarred. Yeah, they don't. There's no special rule for it or name for it. It's just the Nationals doctor would lose his medical practicing license, and then they need a professional. So he can't. He basically what he says is, we'll see how you feel, kind of thing, because he can't pick a side.
Right.
because he's like, oh well, I either lose my job or I just say, oh well, let's see how you feel, and then try it and see if it gets any better. He's not telling him to pitch; he's just kind of telling him to toss the ball around.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, that's you would make, because it could always just go away. It is possible. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rather, he would be reporting to coach and mentor young players, which is what the Nationals say they want him to do, even if he's visibly injured. 2021 surgery removed a rib and 2 neck muscles. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, as I said, it's not great.
And even if he's deteriorated physically enough that he can't play, catch, or simulate a windup.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So he's not going to be able to play catch with this kid, and he has a couple. So
Yeah.
But don't take our money, the poverty.
Dude's trying to raise a family, and they're like, "Yeah, we need that money back. Come on, just give it back."
Yeah, no, they're trying to guilt him and say he's disappointing the fans of Washington.
They could literally just be like, "Look, we'll give you the rest of your contract right now. Retire, give us the roster spot, and that's it."
Well, the thing is they could also renegotiate to defer it.
That's they said that he's already owed $80 million in deferred money.
Yeah.
And for the 2027 to 2029, they already owe him $80 million for those years, and they said that they would be, quote, significant deferrals if they tried to do that.
Yeah. They'd have to. The only real way you could defer it is if they would make more money in the long. Which, I mean, at the same time, it's like, if that guy, if he's 67 years old and he's making money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect for him, and he's never gonna. I mean, the Nationals kind of burnt the bridge here.
They didn't take out an insurance policy on him because they said the premiums would have been extremely high.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares about the premiums whenever a guy just literally is about to be paralyzed? Yeah, we don't need insurance on that guy. No.
Well, no, I mean he didn't know that. They just said, "Oh, well, what they thought was gonna happen is, like the Nationals here. What they were really gonna do, is they were gonna hope he could pitch. They were gonna trade him away last year to like the Pirates, the the Rockies, some other garbage team. With the full intention knowing he's injury prone and saying, "Oh, but you could get some of his best stuff."
Naturally.
And basically, that's what they were gonna do. They were gonna make it so he was this mobile trade piece. That was gonna be like, "Oh, well, he's a veteran. He'll help your roster." And they were gonna hope that all of this stuff happened after they could get rid of him.
Naturally.
Because they were going to send him, as I said, to some garbage franchise that is desperate for arms. And they were going to try to shift all the money they could, and they were going to take like some garbage trade offer, like draft picks or something.
Literally just anything to make it seem like they weren't just trying to dump him off in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they were going to fight hard for some random guy on the team to be like, "Yeah, we really want this guy, and we'll even kind of just throw in this guy too." And they were gonna like trade somebody else with it to make it look like this big blockbuster trade, like these garbage franchise are getting something. Like they would have fucking traded him to the Pirates for like G-Man Choi and and some other random dude on the team. Just so they can say, "Oh, well, here you go. He's in the same. He can still do good." And then later, lo and behold, they would have gotten this big surprise. Oh, the guy can't move.
Yeah, he'll throw out a pitch and literally collapse on the field, and they'll be like, "What is this?"
Yeah. Well, no, he would have just did the same thing there. But the problem is what the Nationals wanted is that he wouldn't have the goodwill that he has in the Nationals in Washington area, Maryland, and because the fans are generally behind Stephen there. They're like, "Bro, this man doesn't have neck muscles."
Literally, like he got his muscles fucking taken out.
Yeah, for this team, and everyone's like, "Why can't you just give him the money?" It's like we could deal with a couple more bad years. It's like, no, this isn't more money. It's just, I don't know. Washington owners are really something. Like we have the Washington commies, and we have Washington DC. So far the only team that seems to be remotely like run effectively is the Washington fucking Capitals. Like what are the Wizards? The Wizards are worse than the Pistons now.
Because
So,
that
like,
didn't they get they got rid of Bradley Beal.
Well, yeah, they had to. Bradley Beal
a problem.
Bradley Beal was he was also he was calling some helplines every night. That man was like, I don't know if you've ever read it, but like they were like, "Oh, Bradley didn't go out and drink with us. He just sat in his room." I'm like, that man is crushed to his
Please rescue me.
Please save me. Man was cranking up Evanescence. Wake me up. Can't wake up. And it just in his hotel room. And then they also got rid of John Wall.
Oh yeah, didn't he? No, John Wall didn't retire. Who did he go to? Did he go to the Nets?
The Rockets.
Ah, yeah.
The Rockets.
Man, I also like how they say that Mike Rizzo says that Strasburg is going to be in their Ring of Honor as one of their great stars. They're not going to give this man a Ring of Honor after what's going on right now. There's just no way.
After the Nationals are throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, they're just not going to do it. They're going to be like, well, after all the things that happened, he didn't really do much for our team.
Oh well. No. What's gonna happen is at the end of this, they'll wait like 5-10 years because the guy should be alive. Hopefully, hopefully. Uh, he'll be like 50 something, and they're gonna pretend that there's this new wave of fans that would had no idea what happened with him and Strasburg, and they're gonna extend the hand out of peace and say, "Would you like to be in our Ring of Honor and our special, team and this, that, and the other thing?" Because realistically, his number should be retired for them. Like he literally carried that franchise for ever. And then you have Harper, but Strasburg was even there during the bad years too. So when they were like the laughing stock, when they were as bad as the Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates are still bad.
Well, yeah, because the Pirates don't spend money.
We don't talk about that. We were good.
Well,
And
yeah,
then,
you were good when they spent money.
Yeah.
And now they're
We
just
got
like this quadruple A team.
we got a young Prime McCutcheon. We were doing good, and then it all went to shit.
Well, yeah. That's the World Series for the Pirates.
That was the last time I
Wild
remember
card.
us being good.
The wild card is the World Series for them.
Granted, I really don't watch or keep up with baseball whatsoever, but I just know we
Oh
suck.
yeah, no. Everybody knows the Pirates suck, but that's what I mean. It's like you kind of have this like shifting paradigm of the idea of what athletes do, kind of leading off the Strasburg situation, is going into the famous NIL of college, where it's like the NCAA also messed up on how it would like to pay its players.
Why?
Kind of because they basically, and this whole transfer portal thing, which is absolutely ridiculous. I get it, like, oh well, they're like contracted athletes. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, why would you keep switching colleges? It's like half of the college experience is knowing people in the area.
Literally making friends and going out and being idiots with them. Not like, oh yeah, I've been here for 6 months. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it doesn't. And I hear the argument of, oh well, they just want to get paid. I'm like, yeah, but they're not. They're getting paid by people using their likeness. I'm like, I was like, how much money do you really? It's like you're not even at the, what is it? It's like 10% of the population is like a D1 athlete. That number is probably ridiculously high, but it's not like this. It's it's not a super rare thing. I was like, the rare bridges between D1 athlete and professional athlete. I was like, because you can find D1 athletes at your local mechanic.
Right. Like, yeah, I was a D1 athlete. Yeah, just give me my food and I'm leaving. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, I was a D1 wrestling star. Okay, thank you. I just wanted an oil change.
No, I don't need a business card. I don't need I don't need your high school photos. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just they peaked at college instead of it was the Alex Moran. I was a D1 athlete and I was a backup quarterback. Okay. And it's just that it's like this idea. It's like you have all these fucking randos like transferring because they might get $6 extra. I'm like,
Right.
you're gonna. I was like, okay, but like, imagine like your parents are like, oh, he's transferring to Colorado. Oh, they didn't do really that great. Oh, he's transferring to fucking, what is it, UMass, because they're gonna give him a bunch of money, and then we get to see a Penn State game every year.
I mean, if it was like now, and it was like you could get like if I could have gotten deals and everything whenever I was in high school, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't have gotten any, but like I was on a shit team, but I was good. So it's like I look like I
Right.
was even better because I was on a shit team. Whenever I'm dropping fucking over 20 points, like 15 rebounds a game, and like
Right.
10 blocks a game, you look like you're a fucking god. It's like you want to be on a
Mm-hmm.
shit team. That way they're like, oh, this guy's got potential. That way, whenever you get destroyed by the good teams, they don't fucking see it because they're like, well, he did everything he could. He dropped 25. We ought to give this guy a deal because he's a good representative for us. But it's like, you go to a really good team. Yeah, he's third string. He gets us water. It's not really big a deal.
He gets us well, yeah, and that's the thing is, do you want to be you're gonna be a bigger fish in a small pond, or do you want to be a tiny fish in a big pond?
Yeah. Like, I got
It,
like 1,200 points in high school. I got up my 1,000 points and everything. But I got a scholarship offer for the college where I live now. And then
mm-hmm.
the one team, which I kind of wish I would have done this, in ninth grade, they went to states all 4 years during high school, ninth through 12th. We had to play them. They
Yeah.
went through 4 years of states, and their coach literally came up to me after the game and said he wanted to offer to enroll me into their basketball program, literally just to play basketball for him, not go to school there. Like, he said basically I would leave school early, go to their practice, go to their games, whatever with them. I was like,
Sounds
how would that work? I
like
still go to school here. He's like, yeah, you'll just be in our basketball program. I was like, I don't know, which kind of wish I would have because we got our asses beat by them, and it would have been fun to be on a winning team for once. But
oh yeah, no, I mean I was never on a winning team, even in like when I was like a kid. I think I was 1 year I was on a winning team.
it's like I told my buddies that, like, the people in school, and like, because most of the people I played on my team with, I was good friends with them. Being from a school with 250 kids, you kind of get to be friends with everybody. But fucking, like, everyone on my team, they were like pissed off at me. I was like, what? And they're like, you're really gonna leave us for that? Blah blah blah. I was like, well, I was thinking about it, but I
Well,
was like,
yeah, but that's the
no, I'm
other
not.
thing. That's the other kind of thing. It's like you just like the likelihood that you're not going to see these people is not zero. It's not like they're this random group of people. I I was like, because that same person that's your teammate could go transfer to the rival school that you're gonna play and literally kick your ass because he's mad that you left.
Yeah, literally.
It's just it doesn't make the games better. I was like, the coaches are too brain dead to figure out the system because you're playing roulette. It's like, which one is he gonna want? Does he want to win more? Or does he want to get paid more?
Oh yeah.
It's just like an impossible thing to build a team because that all it's what's going to be the best college is going to be the best college football and basketball is going to be fucking D3 to watch. Like it sounds like unhinged, but the problem is D3 isn't going to go running to a D2 school. It's just not. Because half of those kids in D3 are there because they don't have the grades or they stabbed someone.
Yeah, literally. Like, you can be
Or
athletically gifted, but your brain is not all there. Like, you
yeah.
can go and fucking score 8 touchdowns a game as a fucking star quarterback or wide receiver, but if you can't do simple division, you're not gonna go to a good college.
Right. I mean, Alabama had a 1.6 GPA acceptance, which is
Yeah,
hilarious.
like, you literally have to like flunk out intentionally to not be able to get that.
Right, but that's Alabama. I'm like, that's where it's kind of hilarious because when I was in high school, there was a college fair, and I was talking to the Alabama guy, and I'm like, so what's like the GPA there? He's like 1.6. I was like, no, really?
Just like, you're
I
lying to
didn't.
me, right?
He's like, yeah, you just show up to school the rest of the year, we'll accept you. I'm like, holy.
Literally.
He's like, yeah, you wanna slack off in college or go to Bama? That's it. Roll Tide.
I was gonna say, didn't they have like the most ecstatic like fan base?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, they get
Theirs in
super into their
Georgia are
sports.
really. them and Georgia are really into it. Like I like that was the whole Pat McAfee thing where he started the the singing the Georgia fight song,
Oh yeah.
and then he like stopped and he's like, and that's why I'm give me Alabama.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was still the greatest moment on sports television in a while. He had them all lulled into the sense of security. And he's like, "Give me Alabama!"
Yeah, there's
And
apparently now 30 states that allow NIL deals for high school kids.
yeah, it's like kids are gonna be transferring all the time. I'm like, this is high school.
Yeah, literally. Like they got to be worrying about, actually passing their classes, not, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you leave your school right now.
It was so crazy. Like it's because like the thing is like these kids, like you said, they're not even going to go to that school. They're just gonna be there for the athletic directors.
Yeah, they're
And
gonna
it's
do the
like
bare minimum to pass their classes, to not get kicked out, and then be like, yeah, I'm just gonna focus on basketball.
and I can already see my school that I went to high school with buying a bunch of the kids because the school is just way better and has like is it has more money.
Yeah.
They like it's an upper scale upper middle class neighborhood that they're just gonna go buy these kids who literally have they several of them have been drafted to the NFL. They're just gonna say, "Come on over. We got the money. Our budget always gets approved." I can imagine, like, if that's and oh man, like, because my town loves their sports in a weird way.
See, my town did
They're
too.
good.
Like, the parents were always there. They were always supportive and everything during home games. Like, we had a full bleachers every home game, which was surprising
Oh,
because the entire time I played basketball there, we maybe won like 10 games or 12 games the whole 4 years. There was like two schools we could always beat. And then, like, my senior year, out of nowhere, they're like, yeah, we're just dropping 60 at halftime. We're like, what the fuck happened? But, like, we literally would barely win games. But whenever we did, like, it was like you just won the Super Bowl. Like, people are screaming and everyone's, like, running around hugging. I'm like, dear
yeah.
God. Like, we're a bunch of fucking losers.
Our school wasn't like physically invested in sports. They were fiscally invested.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they couldn't have been asked to go, but as long as they see the record go up, they're very happy, and their support could not be matched. They're like, "What is this 3-7 record? Who do you think we are? One of the poor schools?" Like what was it? There was this one famous school that like infamous in the area, and they were awful at every sport. Like it was not an area of sports, and like they fielded a team because Title IX said they had to, and which basically said that because they had one sport for women and one they needed a sport for men, and it kind of worked the backwards there. It was a strange school. And there was this other school that was also really bad. There was always the two schools that were just awful.
Right.
And basically the idea is that these schools, one of them was bad because it was like living in mini Chicago. The other one was bad because it was a super academic focused school. Like they basically had them play sports as a way to stimulate their education. It was just that kind of school. And like because these people like they had the money for all the new equipment and all the comfortable equipment and this that and the other thing, but they just didn't field real athletes. Like it was guys trying sports for the first time because the college resume says you should look to play more sports because we love what teamwork. And so these guys would get famously thrashed 57-0, 63-0,
Jesus.
like every game. What was it? I think what one school with their you know who DeBrickshaw Ferguson is?
No, no, we don't.
Oh, okay. Well, he was an NFL lineman for the Jets.
Okay.
And he's from one of the towns that is famously always good around us.
Nice.
So, so you have people of the caliber that are Olympic level athletes and NFL level athletes fighting people, not fighting, but playing people who are going to be launching launching telescopes into the reaches of space. And then they play a game of football. So you can if you couldn't tell the dynamic of the area,
No, not at all.
but at the same time, the NFL Olympic level athletes area, they like their ritual was they used to slam their helmets together in a line, and it was the weirdest thing in the world.
What, the NFL
Like,
or the people around you?
oh no, the people in around me that like basically the NFL stock pool comes from.
Ah,
Like they had this one guy, and he would go around on the line, and like when everyone's like high fiving. No, not him. No, his thing is he would come up to people and he would like just bang his head against their helmet, and he did this like
Jesus.
47 times. Because it was like once for everybody on the roster. And I was like, what is he doing? This man is a terrorist. Oh my god, it was nuts. And they were something else. But yeah. But now you can have people out here doing NIL deals, so they're just going to be transferring to all the rich schools.
Oh, naturally. Because they'll be like, oh, yeah, we'll just pay you to, be good.
Just be good. It's easy.
Stop being
Oh
poor.
man. Stop being poor. That's fucking right. What other topics did we have? Because I mean, my opinion is I think the NILs are kind of obscene.
Yeah, they're
I
they're gonna
don't.
be hit or miss because like they can be good because if a kid's really good and like they're getting a lot of attention to the school, then yeah, it could help. But they're gonna get ripped off because they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we got like 800 grand from attendance this year. We'll give you like $500 for the season. Yep.
Oh, it's just likeness. It's like how many of these kids are as like these kids can't even be drafted into the pros. The
No.
only real sport this is going to be even remotely like um reasonable with is soccer. Because in Europe you could be professional at 14.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, soccer's huge. I mean, some of them are literally out there fielding goats at 9, so
Yeah, true. Oh, your third topic was the sterilization of games and hobbies.
oh, that's my rant. That's me being pissed off at Warhammer and everything else in the world. The bitter iron right there. I mean, I'll get into it. I think it's actually that's kind of a bigger issue in itself. Is like everything has been like sterilized to the point of nothing. Like nothing can be literally reproduced because it's so safe.
What do you mean
if,
reproduced?
if like if when what is it like when you see something like a certain thing, you go, oh, that's in that kind of style. That's where they were inspired from. You know, like when I'm trying to think of an example. Um,
Well, I can think of one right now. What a lot of people now, I was like, are you familiar with Borderlands or no?
Yes and no. Like, I know of
Okay.
it, I know about, like, some of it, but I'm not, like, super into it or anything like that.
Okay. So when you see like cell shaded, like the blocky kind of art,
Yeah.
like you kind of call it Borderlands style art, even though it has a name called cell shaded.
Oh, yeah, literally as soon as you see, like you just said, it's like, oh, yeah, it looks like Borderlands. Like, nobody knows the actual name of it, it just looks like Borderlands.
Yeah, it is a real art style. It's been out way before Borderlands,
Yeah.
but it's an intentional kind of thing. Or what is it? What was it? Like some of these indie games with like Shovel Knight. When people see 16-bit, they kind of just call it Hollow Knight or 16-bit or Shovel Knight kind of style. Like even though these things have been out forever.
Right.
And they're called platformers. They're like, oh, well, that's a derision of that. And it's the same thing all over the place. Like movies, it's like, okay, it's like if I were to play the Star Wars through triple, like the last three sequels, and I blended them into an edit, nobody would ever know which one I was playing because it would still make the same amount of sense if I took 9 hours of film and put it into 90 minutes. People would have the same complaints about the movie as they did in in the 9 hour spectacle. Hell, it might actually even be better. But it's this idea that everything needs to be simple. There needs to be no nuance, the illusion of choice, even in like I said, this was kind of based off of me being pissed off about Warhammer, where most of my rage comes from. But and then that they just announced this, faction, the Tau, that's been in the game forever, and their whole thing was basically mix and match guns because they're the Gundam faction.
Naturally.
And now all of a sudden you have, oh, well, we gave you three very special little rule sets of individual weapons because there's no more options. It's just you have to use this. And they have very particular rules that the other one doesn't have. So you just got to follow the flow chart, little one. You'll figure it out. And it's like, but where's the thinking? Where's the choice? There's no risk reward. It's just, I go, okay, well, this one is 210 points. This one is 190 points. And it's like, well, but this one has a better rule as opposed to, okay, this one's really good against infantry and this is really good against tank. And it's like, is this going to pay for itself in the game? It's like there's no strategy thinking. It's just called buy more, consumer.
Sounds like the Warhammer way.
Well, yeah, everything buy more with them. But I mean, it even applies to games. Like, there's just an objectively better weapon that until I think Call of Duty is guilty of it now, where you have to unlock the premium guns.
I think they've been guilty of that.
Yeah, but even that kind of applies to them, where it's like this premium gun where somebody somewhere did the raw numbers in their like shed. And then they came back to like 742 different other YouTubers going, hey guys, in this week Call of Duty tips, use this one weapon loadout because the game engine is literally a fucking dinosaur.
Literally.
And because of the way that the hitbox registers in the game, this special shotgun, as long as you do a special shimmy step, will always headshot because the developers don't know how to make a shotgun.
Like back in fucking MW2 with the model 1882s. Literally,
1887.
1887, yeah. Yeah, just dual wield them, shoot people across the map one time in the head. That's it.
Yeah, just aim down. Aim harder, brother.
Oh, you're on the map? Sucks to be you.
Yeah, but like even that wasn't even that bad. But like now it's like it was like one of the late ones, and then you prestiged it, and then everybody prestiged the 1887s into their one loadout that they saved, and then they were like prestige 8 by the end of the week.
Yup.
Because but even that's not as bad as like this idea where it's like one gun has just taken over the game. Everybody has it. Everybody's doing the same move over and over. I mean, Counter Strike was a bit guilty of it, but Counter Strike was a $20 game in 2000.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's just a big
Whatever.
meme.
Yeah, it was like 2008, and so it's like, okay, this kind of makes sense. This is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 era. But now we have 2023. I was like, there's no reason that the different loadouts shouldn't be optimal in some situations. It's just there's no reason for it. It's like then just make that the standard loadout if you're gonna. But no, they just refuse to do anything with the data, and instead of like elevating everybody to be a skill game, it's oh well no, this person paid $7.89 and bought that Nicki Minaj skin for $82. They get to be the cool person in the serious game that we're not so serious about. But it's like everywhere. It's all over anything where there's like an idea where there's an expression of skill, and like the skill is far and away to it's we the only skill differences now is your hardware and your ability to read. Like you don't even have to be like you don't even have to have better reaction times in the game anymore.
Nah.
You just
All you have to have is a good monitor and a good computer. That way you can basically see people before they can even see you.
exactly. You can have render wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna render 97. I'm gonna render 99.
Yeah. If they don't have a 1 millisecond, you do. Well, they're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, your refresh rate's only 60? What do you think this is? The 90s?
Anything under fucking 144 hertz, people are just like, you can't even fucking play on that. Like, how do you do that?
How do you do that? And it's crazy. It's like it's FPSs. It's fighting games are like this now. From what I can tell, it's like everyone's got one button this, one button that.
Like the new
You
Tekken.
know,
Literally,
no,
you hit it, like, once you hit a combo with somebody, there's some people you can literally just sit there and hit, like, infinite combos because they don't even get to touch the ground and be able to react by the time they're dead.
yeah, well, yeah, but that Tekken's always been like that. That's kind of Tekken's brand is merciless slaughter to the uninitiated.
How to win in Tekken? Pick Eddie Guardo. Press as many buttons as you can. Win the game.
That's it. But yeah, Tekken. That's literally Tekken's brand is just getting mercilessly destroyed. I mean,
Yeah.
you see it in the remains of MOBAs. Everything's a little bit easier. There's always just a little bit easy things to hit. Hitboxes have become bigger. There's not even like it used to literally be a thing where you had to pick and choose very meticulously if you wanted a guy character or a girl character because of the hitbox,
Yeah.
depending on the type of game you were trying to play. You're like, oh, I have a grappler. I better pick a dude because I get a bigger box. Or I'm playing a sniper character. I'm picking the smallest character model I can find because the gun's gonna do the same damage. And like these things used to matter. It used to matter like positions and movement, and none of it matters. It's just run around the 3-lane map and shoot or follow these simple flow by flow IKEA levels of directions. It doesn't matter because the idea is to get these new people that nobody's asked for
Yeah.
into games and spaces that nobody wants them in. I mean, obviously, there's a little other factors, more societal based, That isn't necessarily just particularly them. I mean, that gets into a whole. That's a separate topic for itself of why do these people get to dictate who gets to be in the space. It's like, no, get good or don't or get going. That's the idea. No, but we can't tell people to get good because otherwise, we hate this very particular group that can't get good. I'm sorry, game journalists. I didn't know that was a protected class.
I didn't realize being bad at a game makes me racist. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, you have these people, yeah, where like they made an esport out of farming simulator. So, and like the thing, that kind of goes on a tangent, but it's like the weird way they're like legitimizing esports, like as like they're kind of trying to like reverse legitimize it. Whereas like sports used to be grittier and like everybody was a dick. Like they're almost trying to reverse do that. They're like trying to make it seem corporate and then have people slowly try to break out of the corporation. Well, it's very weird. Like, I don't know, like you can't really think of iconic moments in esports. Like everybody can think of maybe two, and they all happened before everybody started buying into this concept with like New York sports teams buying esports teams, and the Golden State Warriors buying a League of Legends team
Right.
to play at the Oracle Center or whatever they play at. I think they don't play at the Oracle Arena anymore because everybody left Oakland because Oakland's a hellhole.
Naturally.
The state of Florida is not. Oh, a state of Florida is allowing NIL deals. Interesting.
Surprisingly, Pennsylvania is too.
Well, of course. I mean,
They became the 22nd state to do it.
Wow, that's very on brand. Very on brand for them. Be in the middle of the pack somewhere, so nobody notices if it's legal or not. But hey, I'll tell you, we were the 50th state to allow alcohol sales on a Sunday. Number 50, baby.
Beautiful.
Well, that's because alcohol was like banned in Pennsylvania for like ever.
We still don't have any alcohol in our fucking Walmarts.
Yeah, no, we don't have that. Every time I go to a different Walmart, and then I'm like, oh, wait, they could sell alcohol here.
Yeah. They have it down south. Just not here.
No, they have it in fucking Canada. I was like, oh, yeah, that's here. Oh, crazy. I wasn't ready for that. It was, yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of the gist of that idea of this weird sterilization to make everything safe and literally smooth-brained accessible.
I mean, you're not
Yeah.
wrong. Like, one end of the, on one end of it, it's like they want everybody to be professional, like really good at every single thing they do, like every game they play, be at like the top tier of gaming, and then the other end, it's like, oh, it's okay if you go 0-18 and your whole team flames you. You did your best. It's all right.
We'll give you a skill-based matchmaking the next time. So
Yeah.
you'll go 0 against people literally like drooling on their computer, eating the W key. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I listen. What was it? One of my other side thing. This for the good old detractors out there for the D. I don't. Do you know who DSP is? Have I mentioned him to you?
I don't think so, no.
So the the iconic moment, I think, was there was a game development conference on level design and concepts and why things work the way they do, and they got into this kind of presentation about camera angle and DSP is the whole like Jersey Shore marathon. I would have to explain to you at some point. There's not enough lore to it, but it's kind of in the vein of sterilization, where they have this conference on level design, and the guy, he's presenting, and he shows a live streamer playing the game, which is of course Mr. DSP. And so he's like explaining why certain mechanisms work on camera design, where you know what God of War is, the new one, right? Not the the and they're saying, okay, so in this thing, the developers made it so the camera will swing around in a certain style and way to invite the player to discover the objective. So basically what they're saying is that we made it idiot proof and you can't get lost in the game. And there's the clip of him like getting turned to the beachhead that he's supposed to land on. And they're like, you see, this is the kind of game development we want. Because the player refuses to get lost, and we can't give them choices to get lost. Meanwhile, I played Elder Scrolls Arena for about 4 hours before I figured out how to get out of the tutorial. I was like, where the hell am I? Why am I getting killed? Why am I getting diseases? What is going on? I haven't even started the game.
I'm in a bonfire. I just caught on fire for some reason.
Oh wait, I fell asleep and some random assassin dude has spawned to kill me? Oh, I don't like the sound of this. How do I fight? You don't. You just gotta figure it out. You gotta jam the mouse pad. It's like, well, and then the counter argument is always, but harder doesn't mean it's better. It's like, well, first of all, that's wrong. Secondly, yeah, it's like, okay, easy games are meant to be easy for easy times. Like, if you're done, exhausted, and you're like, yeah, I can't. I'm not thinking right now. And queue up some random point and click walking simulator. It's like that's exactly what those games are meant for. Is you get to watch a TV show with some button inputs. It's like, oh, I gotta hit Q or I gotta hit that triangle. Oh, okay, good. I'm still awake. It's like it's the Netflix Are You Awake, but in live action. Are you still watching? No, I've been asleep for 4 hours actually.
Thank you for waking me up. I'm really glad you did that.
Yeah, but like, for the most part, they're meant to be difficult in some degree. Now, again, there's a gradient to it. And, like, of course, every game shouldn't be Dark Souls level of hard.
Naturally.
Even though Dark Souls isn't even that hard, it's people making it hard. And then they get put in the forbidden easy mode by adding magic, and that's always been the cop out way. Ark survival. Oh no. Sir, your computer cannot run it.
Yes, it can. No, I'm not buying it. I was just seeing if there was a, what's it called? Like a gigabyte size on it.
It's like 70, 80 or something.
Yeah, 70 gigs.
Yeah, it's outrageous. I mean, what does it need? It literally needs a Intel 10. Oh no, it needs 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, that's the recommended.
Or
a fucking 3080. My processor's fine because I have a 5600, but like I have the RAM too. But holy shit, it recommends a 3080.
Yeah, I can run it on the recommended.
Jesus,
but
yeah, the minimum.
Barely. Yeah, I'd have to get another. I'd have to get another 2 sticks of 16 gigabyte sticks to get this thing to not eat my computer alive.
Yeah.
It's like, and I have a pretty strong computer.
I mean, I'm thinking about buying, what's it called? Getting a better CPU. Because my graphics card's slightly better than my CPU, so there's about a 15% bottleneck on it, which kind of sucks. But I know if I get a really good CPU, then my graphics card's not going to keep up. So I'm going to have to overclock it.
Oh, rip.
Which I literally can just do from that program I downloaded. But yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, Madden's kind of the same way.
How much is a 3080? Yeah, but see, okay, so that one says 70 gigs. Where's Ark Survival? Ark Survival Evolved is only $15. It says that Ark only needs 60 gigs available. Well, if you come here to my library, it says 329 gigabytes space required. Somebody's lying somewhere.
300 gigabytes.
Like 329 gigs is the space required just to download the game. Seriously.
That's right, peasants.
Fucking COD's 147.
Oh, well, yeah, because games aren't even trying to, like, concisely make a real thing that anybody has to run it.
Oh, no, not at all. Even Apex is 68 gigs now. Jesus.
Yeah, it's just outrageous nonsense is what that is. But there's nobody saying that they have to make it within a certain spec because consoles don't care. Just, oh, well, they'll just play one game at a time. Like, that's the only rule.
Refurbished 3080 FTW3 Ultra's $584.
God.
Meanwhile, I could get a brand. What is that? Why is it
What?
370 grand?
What is it?
It's an RTX 3090 24 gigs DDR6 graphics card. Lot of 100. Oh, you buy 100 of them for 370 grand.
You get one.
What? Who the fuck's buying a lot of 100 graphics cards? And how do you just have 100 of them just to fucking bunch up and sell? What? I don't know, because I've been looking at upgrading my computer slowly. Because my motherboard, like, I bought a B550 motherboard because it has the AM4 socket, so it supports still even the brand new, like, the brand new Ryzen AMD CPUs, it supports it. So I don't need to upgrade my motherboard. I don't need to upgrade my CPU cooler. I don't need to upgrade my RAM. Literally all I would need is a CPU and a graphics card. Get a couple SSDs in there, M2s, and I'd be good to go. I'd like to build a whole brand new computer, get a whole giant new water cooling system and everything in there, but I just CBA with it right now.
Oh, like good old Sheila Ascended.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Sheila the Third.
No, I mean like a full water cooled system, like on the graphics card, like the actual liquid. I have the kind of the same like I got my water cooled CPU with the two fans, but it's like I want to get an entire system like that. Yeah, 3080 prices dropped a lot. I mean, other than like the fucking FTW3 Ultras with the RGBs, they're still $900. But I mean, roughly $500 for a 3080 is not too horrible. Compared to the scalpers that were literally selling them for like $1,500. What about a 3070? How much are those? 3070s are only 400.
Can I just say the people that resell like thrift store things and garage sale things are like actually like human vermin? Can I
Right, you go to a yard sale. Yes, this is $4 online. I bought it for 50 cents. Yeah, we're making money.
I just like to put my input in that. In that those people are like, you're not a grinder, you're not an entrepreneur, You are the human equivalent of a rat. That
Fucking
is
Gary
collecting.
Vaynerchuk did it, and now all of a sudden everybody's like, "I'm gonna be a millionaire." No, you're not. You're gonna make
No.
$20 in a month, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, profit."
And you're gonna screw somebody who like you ever notice like they only go after like extremely common things?
Oh yeah, it's like, "Oh, this coffee mug's $20 online. I got it for 5." Oh, that's 15 profit. Okay, and then there's the eBay fees, and then there's the shipping fees, and then there's your time, and then there's the packaging that you have to buy, and then
You think
what the
these
fuck?
people you think these people put real time? No, they get themselves a fucking angled corner studio thing. They buy a couple of ring lights from Amazon. Then they the most expensive purchase they make is, half of them just buy a separate phone and never activate it because they'll buy a refurbished phone. Usually is the best way to do it, just to get the camera and like look for one with a working camera. You don't care about the data because
Oh
you're
no.
not going to use the cell phone. You're just going to use, and then you upload the pictures, and like this takes like 10-15 minutes after the first one. And then you just go and put it on eBay, which eBay has the listing fee. So you're not even really doing that. You're just adding your pictures and then adding your template of a description of item comes as is. Like you buyer pays shipping, buyer assumes all risk, buyer. I do nothing.
You sounded
And
like
then you
Trump with a sore throat when you said that.
that's there you go. Yeah.
This has been the greatest garage
This has
garage
been the
sale deal
greatest
in
haul
history.
I've ever seen. It's gonna be huge, huge profits.
Uh,
Never before has anyone ever seen a
I've
more
set down the ramen. I've
profitable.
gotten steak tonight.
That's right. We can afford the meat on the menu tonight. We have sold some women's footwear to some thrifter girl in New York City. These people are. They're like they'll go in there and then somebody will like I don't know they're like looking around and then they'll be like, oh, I found somebody's purple heart, I can't wait to charge $40. Military collectors love this stuff.
Holy shit.
like it's like I have never met anybody in there that has sounded like a person I would ever want to talk to. Like,
Literally.
like even if you get into the conversation, well, with them, it's like, so what do you do? Oh, I resell garage sale. I resell junk because people didn't value it, and like, and then my favorite is their response and like the defensivity when somebody says, yeah, we know who you are. Get the hell out of my sale. And they're like, oh, what do you mean? They're like, I'm just trying to make a living. No, you're not. Oh my! And they're like the worst. And then on top of that, like the intro is like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to tell you about another day's haul. And like this garage sale started at 9. I got here at 7:30 with my car.
I
I'm
stalked her
blocking up."
house for 3 days.
Yeah, I got the notification on Monday. And I did a couple laps. I'm taking up 3 spots currently.
I seen their sign. I took it down so no one else goes.
Yeah, I started talking to them. It was like I was hoping to get out the stuff. Little did they know I was picking what I wanted. The garage sale didn't until 9. I, I met their family. I met Grandma. I bought Grandma's what is it, stenograph? Yeah, I bought Grandma's old V-disc, V-track or whatever. Or, no, I bought Grandma's old A-track player. This will go for about $372. World War II collectionists love this stuff. Oh, it's like, I bought it for $12 from Grandma because she still thinks we're in the Depression. I'm a good person, trust me. But that's what they do. And then they go on eBay and they're like, oh, I sold this for, and it's always the ka-ching sound. And they like, oh, I sold it for $482. Ka-ching. It's like, oh, you're such a smart person. You took grandma's memories. Congrats. And like it's also so crazy. It's like, oh, they had some pins from a lost uncle that died recently to cancer, and they're just kind of selling his stuff. I made $28. And then like the favorite is like at thrift stores too. I think the thrift stores also set the pace for what type of people these are.
Oh yeah.
And I think there needs to be more making fun of them.
Naturally. I'll be right back. Oh shit. I'm looking up my graphics card. Apparently my graphics card still goes for like fucking $300.
Nice.
I have no idea why, but like where is it? Is that the one that I have? No, it's a 3050. Where the fuck? What? Oh, I was on the wrong tab. That's why. Duh. Let's see. I think it's because it's the super version. But like, yeah, right here. RTX 2060, 12 gigabyte XE Black Gaming 12. Oh wait, I don't think mine's a 12 gigabyte. Hold the phone. Yeah, I don't know, but all the ones that I have. Oh wait, mine's better than that one, isn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Hey guys, I went to. Hold on. Now I gotta go watch one of these. Reseller at thrift store.
Yeah, that's literally my graphics card for $349.
Well, I need to watch these. Reselling 101. There are fucking. Why? Why are there beginners? How can you be a beginner at scamming? Oh, sorry, I'm not really good. Yes. See, what?
They'll give him a price and he'll be like, okay, that works. Be like, you're a fucking moron. You always tell them it's only worth half of what they're asking.
God, these people are so bad. They're like, turn everyday items into big profit. Don't! Someone else needs that. Otherwise, thrift stores wouldn't exist. And then, like, oh my god, these people are the worst. I can't stand them. Because they're looking over, they're like, oh, look at that. That's a Tracy McGrady jersey that somebody traded in, probably not by choice. I'm going to go take it because somebody other kid can't have a nice thing. God. And then, like, they want fucking sympathy for this, too. Like, you never see them go, oh, hey, I bought some stuff and then donated it. No.
Oh, no.
I made some money.
Why would they donate it when they can sell it? That doesn't make sense.
This is literally the equivalent of goblins. Like, you know what? That's actually a better description. I want all future fantasy style descriptions of thrift store or of goblins to be thrift store and garage sale resellers. Like, I want every goblin to have a GoPro right on their fucking head with the stupid same beard or the same glasses, and just like the introduction of them is like an appraisal of somebody's fucking like junk pouch. Like, that is the description I want of these goblins in the future.
It's literally just what's it called? Fucking Clash of Clans goblins running into the people's bases.
Yeah, they're not even running for like the nice things. They're running for like the fucking torches, the lighting fixtures. Hey guys, welcome to another quick sell stuff KWIK. today we're gonna teach you how to get the most out of lighting fixtures. Yeah, sometimes they'll have these things where people, they change the lighting in their home, and well, we gotta sell it quick, and so people are always looking to, liven up their home. So I'm gonna take these torches. And I'm gonna make these torches ka-ching noise in the background are about $27 a piece. I paid about $8. So not great. I could have did better here, but they seem like nice people running the store. Oh, please bear no mind to the family next to me that the kid is wearing like a ripped old shirt. It's okay. I'm the good person here. Jump cut, instant jump cut. So today's haul was kind of light. I only made about $422.
I only sold 3 family heirlooms. It was a pretty decent day.
yeah. I sold. I found one of the craziest finds today. Is I found this lady's World War One aquamarine necklace cut by this guy. This pretty famous guy. So it was appraised around $27,000, and I paid $28. Not even thousands. It was crazy. I didn't bother reaching out because that would make me have a moral obligation, and I don't have that. Or that's more the garage sale one. It's like, oh well, hey, I found somebody's 1864 pistol holster, and it turns out it was made of a special leather that doesn't even exist anymore. And somebody paid me $3,600 and I didn't bother to cut the people in at the garage sale. I paid $7. It's so bad. I hate it so much. Or the other one. Like I was like, yeah, there were some kids at the garage sale on up these Nintendo 64 games, and I bought all 78 of them. I negotiated. Of course I did. Yeah, I haggled with the garage sale person.
As I started to walk away, they said, "Wait a minute, we'll do it." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. I caught them as they were packing up. I've been here all day. I've been
After the 3rd visit, they really felt sympathetic for me. They really wanted to sell it to me.
Yeah, they said everybody had to wait. And like, what is it? I watched this one that was on the shorts where the guy was literally harping on like these Nintendo games, and even the people were like, "Yeah, buddy, we'll sell it to you after you wait a fucking hour." And then he just sat there like a fucking condor.
Jesus Christ.
Waiting for like the latest person to die in the desert. And he was like harping over it, looking at all the games, hoping to deter people from buying it.
Christ.
People are just insane, dude. I'm like, how do you ever feel good about yourself?
Literally.
Oh, I kept the lights on. I'm like, no, buddy, this is like your second hustle. Oh my god, it's just, it's like so strange. It's like everybody is like resold something from a garage sale because they're like, yeah, I don't know what the hell I bought this for, and then found out it was like worth way more than they thought. Like that kind of thing happens. It just makes sense. Like you're like, oh, I didn't realize that this stupid rocking chair that doesn't fit in my apartment is worth $500. That's
Right.
crazy. Like that's like a normal reaction. Literally crawling in like the fucking person out of the ring. Like, oh, hold on, guys. And just like crab walking over there, scaring away any prospective buyers so that your fucking channel has a big find of the day. Oh, this guy, like, okay, this guy went into a thrift store testing the fucking jewelry. Like, what?
You really think they're still gonna sell it to you if they find out they have a genuine fucking expensive diamond?
Oh no, they don't care because at the thrift store, because it's like voluntary kind of work, they can pay you under minimum wage. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Tell me these people just have any kind of dignity.
Wait, did you send me something?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
sent
sent it on
you a
Discord.
fucking short. Yeah, I sent you a short. I
Testing thrift store jewelry.
Oh.
Look at this.
Jesus Christ.
Like does he think anybody's gonna come out of this video and be like, oh, this is the good person? He's testing for lead?
Yeah, this one has some. Yeah,
Okay, so he's pretending to be the Good Samaritan. So this is the opposite, what he's doing. I see. So he's testing to make sure everything's real gold and metal, and then bringing it to the store's attention that he has lead.
Oh my god.
It's like, first of all, it's like, I am buying that one because I know lead is worth money. God. Today I gave it a try. I hate these people so much.
I gotta see if I still have the boxes from my PC shit.
God, these things.
Why is that $800 originally? It's on sale for $399. Excuse me.
Concerned.
That is a
Turn these
105 watt CPU. Holy shit.
I hate these people.
God
so
damn.
much. My hatred is growing by the second, actually. I cannot stand these people.
You're not supposed to like them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're getting back into the shitty versions of CPUs here.
Oh, people are upset about the update. It's because your breaker shotgun got nerfed, nerd. Get good. God. Oh man. I didn't realize I had such a deep-seated hatred of
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, right. Uh I knew I disliked them, but I was like, man, I actually can't stand these people.